a little trip, take a little trip, take a little trip with me. Hey, how's everybody doing? It is August 13th, and this is Driving Forward Podcast Tuesday trip. Don't have much to talk about today, but just wanted to roll through some of the news. We had a couple acquisitions last week that I thought were kind of interesting, and some news that hit us here recently. So, Best Pass buys Drivewyze. That one hit me on a phone call, and it's sort of processed interestingly. It settled with me over an hour or so, and I thought this one made a lot of sense. Just two adjacent companies, the technology that they both represent are very similar. Not similar, but the idea of them kind of being in one unit, potentially, or being offered that way as a sales cycle, it just makes a lot of sense. So Best Pass offering tolling and way station passing, and then there's other compliance and safety solutions as well in there, and that just makes a ton of sense kind of moving forward. And so that tech consolidation of both those two solutions makes an enhanced product, I think, for the industry moving forward. Another acquisition that happened was Korber bought MercuryGate, and that was one I think we all knew was coming, at least those that are aware of MercuryGate. We saw that this shift was going to happen sometime soon. Maybe didn't necessarily know who, but Korber's answer here with the acquisition of MercuryGate. Not sure if this is a positive or a negative. Kind of curious what those people that are on MercuryGate and very close to this deal consider this acquisition to be. So if you have any comments on this one, shoot them over my way, either in a personal message or public if you're open to that. I'm really interested in the MercuryGate acquisition and what everyone feels the health of this one is. So another interesting one was a recent headline on oil refiners and oil refiners, and that they're throttling back operations this quarter as U.S. consumption, actually potentially global consumption, is slowing. And it's the slowest production since 2020. So this is compressed refining margins, and apparently it's setting up another stage for a round of heavy refining maintenance in the U.S. during the fall season, which really brings up the question: can't they figure out a way to manage this maintenance season in succession, so they don't have to take down so many plants at one time or have such a significant impact? And I'm not an oil guy. I've just bought a ton of fuel over the years. I've been adjacent to the oil industry for a long time, but I certainly don't understand what it takes to do maintenance on a oil refinery. So that's obviously not my wheelhouse, and I don't understand that. But when they take it down, it impacts the cost of oil, or the barrel of oil, potentially globally, but certainly here in the United States. And it certainly impacts the cost of fuel or diesel and gas domestically as well. And is that really, is this price per gallon that we're at, is this price per barrel that we at the healthy price per barrel? Is this what we're accepting that we want to be at, and the margins that our oil companies, is this where the happy margin is at, where we can operate without them being in this cyclical scenario where there's ups and downs, and we can keep the smaller companies that support them healthy. And what I mean by that is, if you've been involved in the oil and gas industry, there's this cyclical side of that industry where it's every 4 or 6 years it goes up and it comes down. And we've been out of that cyclical nature for a period of time here, all due to COVID and whatnot. But the downward nature of that would destroy many of these smaller oil field companies or oil and gas companies, and then they would go away. And then on the uptick, there'd be a whole bunch of new companies that would come about, and there'd be this boom, and so on and so forth. And we went through that many times, at least in my career. And currently, we're not seeing any of that, obviously due to economic constraints. But what's your opinion on that? Where are we at with our current cost per barrel? And when you go to the pump, are you content with the cost of your refill on your vehicle? I know I fill up my truck, and it's a solid $100 bill, if not a little bit more than that, to fill up my truck. So, and I have a big tank on that truck, but it kind of is what it is. I wouldn't own a truck if I wasn't capable of affording the fuel on it, but it certainly is expensive. If it goes up much further, I think everyone kind of scratches their head there. So I'll leave you with this. I actually started recording the Tuesday trip today, and I got about 5-6 minutes into it, and it got to be too negative. My message that I wanted to portray initially just had a negative connotation to it, and I don't want to look for the negative. I don't want to portray the negative. In some cases, you have to portray the negative, but typically in life, I'm going to look for positives, and I want to use this platform as the positive, and I want to portray that messaging to everyone. So my message to you is also surround yourself with positive. You become what you are around. If you are reading negative messaging every day, if you are listening to negative messaging, if you watch TV or watch reels that are negative or show communication that is not uplifting, then that's going to become what you are. That's going to become your daily message as well. And you're going to portray that to everyone that's around you. So surround yourself with positive. Surround yourself with that great energy. And you surround yourself with people that align with your core beliefs. They don't have to be yes people. You don't want that, but that your people that around you, have them align with your core beliefs that really meet what you want them to meet on a daily basis. So if you want to be surrounded by positive energy, have that be around you on a daily basis. It may take some time to realign that. But then also have those people around you that are aligned in those core beliefs, challenge you intellectually and physically, continue to push you, continue to do everything that they can to challenge and push you and exceed your expectations to every possible way that you can, and grow with that. So with that, I'll wrap this one up. So October 13th, 2024, we're almost halfway through August. Excited to see what the next few weeks bring. We have some conferences coming up. We have some great shows coming up too. I'm really interested in the driving forward guest lists over the next couple months. Actually, we have a great guest list going into October now. So excited about that. And with that, we'll wrap it up. Stay curious, stay informed, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible. Until next time, drive forward with purpose and innovation. Thanks for watching.